Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about gaining access to accounts that you no longer know the password for. Um, as you can see, I am currently logged in under this account Win7x64, which is just a basic account I created. I believe it is an administrator account, but there are times where you may need to log in as an administrator account and you no longer know that password or forgot that password, or any standard account actually, if you need to gain access to. The reason I bring this up is during my 9 to 5 job, we ran into this issue. We've had some people leave, some new people came, and the admin account uh, was the admin credentials was not that knowledge was not transferred over to the new people, so we've had to kind of break into some machines, hack our way into it in order to gain access. So if I were to sign out here, um, you can see this particular account requires a password. So if for some reason I do not know it, password is incorrect, I try typing in incorrect password, it's going to prevent me from logging in, and it may even lock the account for a certain number of certain time period, depending on how you have your policy set. Um, but um, to show you how this will work, let me see if all right, so it's going to tell me password is incorrect. All right, so I know what the password is right now, uh, but I want to see. All right, so that was the password. I'm logged in. Let me see if it will let me go to Control Alt Delete, change the password, and I want to see if it'll let me change it to a blank password. All right, cool. So change it to a blank password. So now if I sign out, sign in, no password. All right. So I'm going to do that again, just so that you guys can see that there is no password currently right now. Hit Control Alt Delete. I'm going to change the password again. The old password is blank. The new password is my super secret password. Alright, so you can see that this password is about 8 characters. Typical password. Alright, password has been changed. Alright, I'm going to sign out. And as you can see, it is now requiring me to type in a password. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and restart this. Actually, before I do, I need to mount my alright, so in order to do this, I'm going to use Hirens Boot CD. It should already be mounted, I hope. Alright, let me just make sure it's there. Alright, and I'm going to reboot and see if it will let me, I think it's F12 on here in order to get to, actually, you know what, I think it might already be set to boot to, okay, maybe it's not. So I hit F12, and I want to boot to the CD-ROM, which is going to be C. All right, great. So now we're in Hirens Boot CD menu. I am. There are. This has a number of different utilities, and some of these utilities you can use to perform password resets on accounts. I'm more comfortable with using the mini Windows XP. I just like the GUI. So we're gonna select that. Ooh, sorry about that. And we are going to. Uh, it's going to load Windows XP, a live version of it, which is awesome. And we are going to select on the HBCD menu. Once we select this, go to Programs, and we're going to go down here, Passwords, Keys, and select Windows Login, and then under Windows Login, NTP W Edit password XP Vista 7 user password. Now I know it says XP Vista 7. Um, we are currently running Windows 10, and I believe it still works. So I'll show you that once we get back into the OS. All right, so once we have here, we have the program started. We want it's asking for the path to the SAM file, and this is what the path of the SAM file should be: Windows System 32 config and SAM. Now, because you are not in the actual OS that you want to perform this password reset, you're in you're in this live environment. You'll need to click on the three dots, and once it brings up the Explorer menu, select My Computer, and you want to find your the drive letter that has your Windows OS that you need that are to log into, and take note of the drive letter. The drive letter may not be the same as you're accustomed to, like C drive. It may be something different since we are not in our local OS. So here, because we're in this live environment, it kind of mapped the drives a little bit differently, the drive letters a little bit differently. So the one that I believe should be our core OS is actually drive letter D, local disk, and you'll know that you've found the right one when you see all the familiar all the familiar folders. If you try to navigate to something else, you will not see your typical Windows folders. And make sure you don't select the folder structure for the actual Hirens Boot CD, since I believe it might have a similar folder structure, or maybe not, a little bit. All right, whatever. So I know this is going to be local disk D, drive letter D, and again we are looking for C Windows System 32 config. So we're gonna go to, this is not C actually, we're in drive letter D. So we're gonna go to drive letter D, Windows, and System 32, System 32. Boom. And we're looking for the config folder, and there's our SAM file. So once we select that, hit open. All right, great. So now it's going to populate the list of accounts that it detected. Um, this is the account that we would like to reset, or whatever account that you would like to reset, you should see listed here. You'll select that one. If the account is locked, you may need to unlock it and then change the password. I already know that my account, as you can tell, was not locked, so I'm not going to hit the unlock, but I will hit the change password. So I'm going to change the password, and I'm going to see if it will let me leave it as a blank password. Won't hit anything there, won't hit anything verify, hit OK, save changes, exit, and now we will restart, and I'm gonna select restart eject all just so that it bypasses, um, it doesn't attempt to boot Hirens Boot disk again, it goes straight to Windows. Alright, and then hit OK, give it a few seconds, and then hopefully if this works, um, we should go right back into Windows, and it should not prompt us to enter the password. Um, Let me just verify if this worked. Windows is loading. Please wait. Alright, it's found our user account, and it auto logged us in, no password. Great. So, and just to confirm that that wasn't a trick or anything, I'm going to sign back out and then sign in again. And as you can tell, it's not prompting me for a password, so I can sign in without entering a password. And that way, whatever account that you're trying to reset, you can make the account password blank, or if you want to change it to another super secret password, you're more than welcome to do that, and then you'll just use that password to log back in. But as you can tell, this is Windows 10. Go to system, and actually this is like one of the latest versions of Windows 10. I believe it's 1909. Yep, Windows 10 1909. So you can still use this up into Windows 10, and it will should work for you without a hitch. So just wanted to make that quick tutorial for you guys, in case you run into the same issue that I ran into today at my 9 to 5. And hope this helps. So go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.